chopping wood, starting fires, enduring the early morning rain here on the banks of the Wannock River, Owikino, Rivers Inlet, British Columbia. I'm Tim Milne, and this is a great fish story we're going to bring you. Not a fishing story. This is the egg take at the Salmon Hatchery, and it's all about Chinook conservation.
Big Coast.
No fishing rods today. This is gill net in the Wannock River for big Chinook. Salmon Hatchery Egg. I'm Tim Milne, and this is Big Coast.
Wild and strong, the very heartbeat of the Great Bear Rainforest. Wannock River Chinook salmon are a breed apart. Like their namesake river, the Wannock Chinook runs strong and swift, stronger and bigger than any other Chinook salmon on Earth.
We're right in the heart of the traditional territory of the Owikino First Nation, right on the Wannock River here. We're here trying to make sure that our grandchildren and their children enjoy the bounties that we do today with these big Chinook.
Only two river systems, the Wannock and the Kitsum-Kalem near Terrace, BC, are statistically significant in production of Chinook salmon over 50 pounds.
Take a quick look up here too, boys.
The specialty of these big Wannock Chinook is just their size. They're just monsters.
The girth and the size is one of my favorite projects that I do in the fishery.
Oh, these things are, I think they're in a class by themselves. I mean, they're just beautiful, big fish. I mean, I don't know of any others like them.
Emergency numbers are in the field book. Yeah, we do have a first aid kit. Dwayne, I know you have your level 3 first aid. I have my first aid. So
Marshall and
Marsh has first aid. So we have lots of people that are qualified to do it. So if there is any kind of injury or something, let us know. We'll take care of it. Safety first. If you have any questions, please ask.
We're here to catch fish, but people are more important.
Safety
so
first.
safety first.
Always be watching your feet. Always be watching your feet in the boat.
Yeah.
Be aware of where the net is, where the lines are, and everything. So,
other than that, we're here to work and have a good time. So.
We've been doing it here for probably 35, 40 years now, where we set a gill net in the Wannock River. We drift down with the current, and we gill these big Chinook in a 9.5-inch mesh net, and then we bring them back to the shore here, where we take them out of the net, and the females will put in tubes, and the males will put in a big pen.
The bucks are deeper fish, and so we don't hold them in tubes, we put them in a pen. We got our females holding in the river. We had 14 females holding, so it's an aluminum holding tube, so we're just checking them, sorting, looking for ripe fish, and if they're ripe, we're going to take them right away. And if they're not coming along, then we set them free.
Got a nice little 30-plus doe that we released to go back to the river and do her thing, because she wasn't ready for us to take her eggs yet, so best that the river has the eggs. Even though we're doing this for the egg take, but we still make sure that we're not killing these fish unnecessarily.
Ooh, there's a river monster.
Good partnership is necessary for a program like this to succeed. And with the nation buying in, with Tony buying in, with Sid buying in, it's just a match made in a weekend of heaven.
Another tube ready?
I got the tube ready here.
Just the one.
Yeah, you want to take that?
So it's just real important. We just try and avoid any moisture in the buckets. The eggs are activated by water, so as soon as they touch water, you're on the clock. So if we keep them dry and we keep them in the pails till we're at the hatchery, then we'll have really good fertilization of the eggs. So we'll go 2/3 of this bucket and then we'll swap. So you see nice ripe female, the eggs just spill out. We could probably swap now, Ian, and then I'll...
Ooh. Oh, I can't. That's where it is.
And every last one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good there, fellas.
Okay.
On a female that size, there could be 10 or 11,000 eggs. So it's because of the Wannock Chinook size, they're extremely fecund fish. So they have more eggs than most Chinook. Our target's 300,000. So we have we got a 10-year average of eggs per kilo. So once before we plant, we do a bulk weight sample of our eggs, and that gives us our first inventory. So it's an estimate of eggs planted. So our target's 300,000. So we'll keep taking females until we reach that goal. We don't want to over-enhance this system, so 300,000 is our production plan, and it's how would you say it, Ian? It's based on a percentage of the wild population. So if you over-enhance a system, then your representation of hatchery fish in that system could be greater than wild fish, and we don't want to do that. We just want to supplement. Day's going great. Yeah, lots of fish, pretty good weather, not a bad crew, so we're having a good time. We're basically just milking the sperm, so I'm just gonna squeeze his belly. You sort of let the first stream go by, and then once you see nice white, then pick it up.
One awesome rainy day here on the Wannock. Great day for the egg take. All the female tubes are headed back out into the drink for the night. Same thing with the buck pen, all set for tomorrow. But some fantastic big fish and an awesome, awesome foul weather day. After one long day on the Wannock River and the art of gill netting for an egg take, back in Owikino Village and the Percy-Waukus Hatchery, where the true science takes place.
So we're matrix spawning. So at the same time, I'm gonna go half my juice. We spawn on a spawning matrix, so we're 2 males to a female. So say we have 2 females that we take, we'll use 2 males and we'll use half the male for one female and half that male for the other female. So that's just in case that male is a dud, we call it. Say he's sterile, you know, he's for whatever reason his sperm's no good. We have that other male that can pick up the slack, and if both are good, then that just creates more families within our hatchery program, so just increased genetic diversity. The eggs are being fertilized right now, and then we're going to go into the incubation room there, and we're going to add water, and then that's going to activate.
some of the runs, 1 in 4 of those Chinook salmon are hatchery fish. And so that's 1 in 4 of the fish that we catch recreationally, 1 in 4 of the fish that are caught commercially, 1 in 4 of the fish that return to spawn is a hatchery fish. Without that fish, we're not fishing. The species would not survive.
I've created the story. It's a 4-crest totem pole. The name of the pole is Queequachstoa, meaning sitting on a fish weir. And that's what the eagle is doing, is sitting on a fish weir. This totem pole represents the 4 seasons out of a year. This is how we used to divvy up the year prior to the calendar we have today. Through the crests, each crest carries a salmon in relation to the seasons, the spring, which is spring salmon, and that's, in our language, we call spring salmon maikum, and the eagle is carrying a maikum. And what we call an eagle in our language is wiku. Then down to the man, he'll be the summer, and he carries the sockeye, and it's a hain in our language. This could be any chief that's carrying the salmon of the locals in Wikino, but we call them himas. So the next crest down, this is the killer whale, Heitleno, for killer whale. And he's carrying the dog salmon. And down to the grizzly bear, and he's the winter season, and he's carrying a coho. We call a coho in our language chun, and it also relates to the season, winter time. Yeah. And the grizzly bear, none in our language. So these 4 crests separate the 4 seasons of the year.
Well, a couple days into the egg take now, we're around 85,000 eggs. The goal is 300,000, so a flying start, but lots of work ahead.
In the water, I enjoy it. I enjoy swimming. I mean, like, took the swift water course in this river, right? And went through the rapids in a dry seat. That was fun.
We set the males in a holding pen and we bury it. It's just a netted 4x4x8 pen. So the guys are just out there now pulling it out. They got it anchored in there, so they're just going to pull it into shore so we can deal with the males for the day. So it's more so for bear, basically, just to keep them from the bears finding them. If we had them in the shallows and they're splashing around, and bears would probably find them. So we bury it just so that it's out of sight, out of mind, hopefully. So.
Early, rainy, stormy morning here on the Wannock. The boys pulled in all the tubes that were out last night. Females, got the buck pen down in the water. A little bit of chaos today before we start fishing, but some real challenging conditions. A massive storm brewing in on the coast. So we'll see what the day brings.
You know, different conditions each year. We come up with a plan, and it seems that the weather, Mother Nature throws a kink in the works. So you got to be flexible. So this year was the year of high water, but we're making it happen.
This is liquid sunshine, so it's fine, but it might make it stretch a little bit longer if we're having to deal with deeper water, but it's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad.
Look at the size of him. Holy cow.
Hell of a set, bruh. Hell of a set. A good start to the day.
Let Marshall feel it.
Yeah?
Real close.
What's your call, Sid?
Ready.
It's close. There's a firmness in there.
Well, this is our buck pen where we store the males until we're ready for them for the fertilization process here at the Percy Hatchery, Wekino Village in Wanaka.
That is a serious buck, man.
It's been a great day fishing. The weather's perfect for fishing. There's some liquid sunshine, and we've been catching some females and males, so we're good to go, man.
Well, that was one awesome set out there. The line started going right away and the boys are hauling them over. Big slabs. That one was a giant. Awesome.
No, it's 58.
58?
Yep. Yep. 58 easy. In the lead. Yeah.
2 does, 3
That's the
bucks.
big one?
And
That's the biggest one so far.
58.
58 pounder.
Wow.
Today we just got a nice big hatchery fish that is probably in its prime 65 plus.
That was the one that was just on the weigh scale, right? Yeah.
So the goal, we're looking for 300,000 eggs. That's our target. So we're about 160,000. So we're a little over halfway. We could be more than that. We got to see what our estimated eggs planted is for today. But we've taken 8 females and we have 1 ready to go. So you'll. Just a dime. We have really big eggs this year, so it's kind of throwing our 10-year average off. Our eggs are larger than we've seen, so we're having to subsample some of the larger females and get a little more accurate number of eggs planted.
It's been one of those epic days of a lifetime that I'm lucky enough to have every year here in October.
One incredibly inspirational day here on the Wannock River, chasing big Chinook for the egg take, loading up the boats, getting all the gear back together with our big crew, and heading back to the Percy Hatchery.
The wild salmon need all our help, right? As far as other nations buying into a program like this, yes, it can be done. Yes, it's necessary. And I only hope that this is a template for other hatcheries and for other partnerships.
Early morning, Percy Hatchery, loading up the trucks, heading back to the river.
I think we're on the home stretch. We just about got it wrapped up. I think if the numbers are correct, we maybe have 3 to 5 more girls to get, and then we'll be all done. So just about got it wrapped up.
Set the gill net. We're hoping to get a few girls, some big girls. There's the girl. There's the girl. Got her. Right out. Another girl.
This one, there's going to be 10, 11,000 of them. Looking like a 2-bucket female.
I guess in the outside world, they're a trophy fish, right? To a hunter, they're a true trophy. To us, they're a way of life. All these fish that we're going to use later on, my community will use the carcasses. They'll eat them. They smoke them. They make dried fish out of it. So none of this goes to waste.
We're one female shy of our final goal, 300,000 eggs. So we're hoping to finish it off today. Is that the one that's that?
Yeah. Okay. The one we've been looking for.
Last female of the 2017 Wannock Chinook broodstock fishery. That's a wrap. So we're just getting our last male out of the buck pen there, and we'll strip these females and then we'll head for home. It's a successful broodstock fishery.
And the last male.
Okay.
Hey, big smile.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sharon.
Woo.
Big Coast. Brought to you by Fish the Good Times with Kingfisher, the #1 welded sport fishing boat in Canada. Yamaha, revs your heart. Parksville Boathouse, where the dream begins. Duncanby Lodge. Experience the Duncanby difference. Islander Precision Reels.